Hello guys, Cop Connection, and today we are talking about Arne Slot and his fantastic start at Liverpool Football Club. He has been incredible, much better than probably most of us expected. Tactical wise, it looks organised. It doesn't look a mess. It looks like the players have gelled to it well, and so on and so forth. But let's talk about the first three games of the season. Ipswich, Brentford, and of course Manchester United at Old Trafford. Now, looking at the last game against Manchester United at Old Trafford, a lot of people said that was his first big test as manager. Going to Old Trafford, of course, in a huge game for us. And to be honest, we did pretty well in certain positions. I think Gravenberch has been fantastic in the six. We did a video on that before to discuss him and tactical wise, defensive wise, etc. But he has been phenomenal. Um, Tactical wise, Arne Slot has changed Liverpool from conceding first, as they did many times last season under Jurgen Klopp, to a team that doesn't concede goals. And it seems that we are eventually we're going to concede a goal, of course. Um, but the positive things are there. We hadn't brought anybody in the summer. He's worked with what he's got, and he's done a phenomenal job with what he's got. He's converted Gravenberch into a sixth position, and at the moment he is shining in that position. So you can judge it. His judgment there is fantastic. Obviously the win against Manchester United was absolutely fantastic, phenomenal. Could have been more, four, five, six. We would have liked it to be, of course. But you look at the way the team set up now in a much more. It's so much more calmer. I mean, we had a little bit. I think somebody put the portion of that Manchester United match in a highlight video, in a half screen video with the training drill, where we passed the ball about quickly from one to the next to the next to the next. And they did it exactly the same as at the Old Trafford against Manchester United, where they just extremely tight spaces, but was able to move the ball very quickly towards each other, which we never seen under Klopp. Klopp's style of play was similar in some ways, but I feel it's totally different in others. I feel that everything with Klopp's style of play was a rush, had to be done quickly. You win the ball back quickly, you use the ball as quick as you can, and you try and score. That's how it was, and it obviously resulted in so many open games, um, so many goals conceded, etc. We playing a different style under Arne Slot. He much more calmer in on the ball. It seems like we can pass the ball a bit more, keep the possession a little bit more, and as he said, kill him with passes. And it's been a great start to the season. I'm kind of disappointed it is now the international break because we started so well, and it would have been nice to keep going. I think it's Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest, I believe. Nottingham Forest are the next one, I believe. I can't remember. I haven't looked at the fixture list for a little while, so I take each game as it comes, the same as what Arne Slot probably does. Um, but yeah, it's just a positive start. There's no there's no negative at all you can say. There's not a negativity bubble around the start we've had. It's been a phenomenal start. We've got to be happy with the start we've had. Like I said, Arne Slot has been brilliant. The era has certainly begun, and it's begun in the right way. He's done something that not many managers of Liverpool do, and that's go to Old Trafford and win his first game at Old Trafford. So we're happy with that. Of course, the performance against Ipswich was good. The first half was probably, out of all the halves we've had this season so far, out of the six halves we've had, I would probably say the first half against Ipswich was probably the worst one. Um, but as the games have gone on, I feel like we're getting better, which is a massive positive, obviously. And hopefully it just continues. Like I said, he's been, a great coach, and he has done a fantastic job. There's no doubts about that, and the way he's got them playing. Of course, a lot of people will talk about, well, what about the Darwin Núñez situation? Look, obviously, there's a long way to go in the season. He prefers Diego Jota right now, and that's that. What can we do? If that's what he feels that suits his system more, then we have to support that. I know, like for me, I've said on X, and I'll say again, I think this is the season that Núñez has to perform. He has to. It's his third season. Um, he has to perform. If he doesn't perform this season, then there's nowhere to go with him, I don't think. And it's a shame because I like the player. I like his attitude. He's a hard worker. He's a grafter. And he gets in so many good positions. And I think that's where Slot can maybe take him to the next level. He's got great positional play. He just needs to calm himself in front of goal and be able to compose himself and get the shot away on target. He needs a bit of the Jota style finish or the Cody Gakpo finish, and even Luis Diaz has been incredibly calm in front of goal this season. He's been immaculate. Him and I feel like Diaz has had a season so far as in to say, right, you lot were doubting me. I'm going to show you what I can do. And that's exactly what he's done so far. And I think the slot system has really suited him well. And Salah, I think, has suited him well as well, because I don't feel like players towards the end of the game, the 75th, 80th minute, I don't feel the players are gassing out because they haven't had to work as hard as they did under Klopp. They haven't had to press as hard. They are pressing, they are winning the ball back quickly, but then when you do have the ball, Slot gets them calm, pass the ball about, move into the space, not all about getting up the pitch as quick as possible. And, like I said, positive start. I'm rambling a little bit. Positive start. Hopefully just continues on, hopefully, to the next few games. But what do you guys think of Arne Slot's start? What do you think on the New Year's situation? It'll be interesting to hear. And we will see you again for another video very soon. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.